my name is Rachel, and I will be your guide to Arizona history and legends. Alright, I can hear the grunts already, but I promise you it will not be boring because we're actually going to go on location to the places that I'm talking about, and mainly watching me walk backwards while trying not to trip over myself because that's how I roll. Now, you may ask yourself, why is she doing this? Well, there are several reasons. One of them being is that history and studying history has been a hobby of mine for most of my life. Oh, and also, every single time I tell people I'm from Arizona, I get the, oh, Arizona is just desert, right? There's nothing out there. Or, even better,
Oh, hey, Arizona? That's a dry heat, don't you know?
no. I cannot stress that enough. As a matter of fact, not only do we have a culture, we also have history, and it is amazing, as you'll find out in the course of this series. How did I get here? Now, the first place that we are going to is the Hotel Congress in Tucson, Arizona. But where our story actually begins is here, in the Train Depot Museum, and this is where it all began. The South Pacific Railroad was founded as a landholding company in 1865, later acquiring the Central Pacific Railroad by a lease. Boring, but stay with me. In 1900, the Southern Pacific Company was a major railroad system that went as far as New Orleans, through Texas, across New Mexico, through Tucson, and all of California, including Los Angeles, Sacramento, and San Francisco. All in all, a heck of a train company. Now, you may ask how all this has to do with the Hotel Congress. Well, for a long time, travelers who got off at the stop in Tucson had nowhere to go unless they had family in town. That changed when an architect came up with the idea of a hotel with his financiers to be built across the way from the train depot in the late 1900s.
Those poor passengers. I say we build a magnificent hotel to accommodate the passengers of the railroad.
Heck yes, we can.
Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought.
Okay, that's not exactly what happened, but the principle's the same. In 1919, the hotel was built. It was a 3-story wonder that became the heart of Tucson and a favorite of winter and year-round visitors alike. Not only because of the opulence of the hotel at the time, but also because of the bar called the Tap Room, which was the only watering hole within miles when the hotel first opened. The hotel led a relatively quiet existence until January 22nd, 1934. When an oil furnace in the basement near the elevator shaft caught fire. From that point, The fire shot rapidly up the elevator shaft and began to spread up to the third floor. The roof, the roof, the roof was on fire, and we don't need
Dude! It's too early.
Sorry.
Not cool, bro.
Now, what no one knew at the time was that famous gangster John Dillinger, his girlfriend Billy, and the rest of his gang decided to lay low here for a while because of the fact that despite their fame in other parts of the country, the locals here paid them no attention. Now, just between you and I, guys, John Dillinger never actually set foot in the Hotel Congress, despite rumors propagated by Hollywood.
No way.
As a matter of fact, he had rented a house on 2nd Street while 2 members of his gang were in a hotel on 6th Street, and 2 members of his gang stayed here at the Hotel Congress. The hotel was quickly evacuated, all except for the 2 gang members on the 3rd floor, who became trapped and the flames were quickly closing in. In the nick of time, the Tucson Fire Department came to the rescue with an aerial ladder. The 2 gang members begged the 2 firefighters at the bottom of the ladder to rescue their luggage, and in fact offered a very large tip to them. The 2 firefighters did so and braved the flames once more and retrieved the not at all suspiciously heavy luggage and returned it as asked. Well, I got your bag, sir, and I gotta tell you, it's really heavy. What'd you do, rob a bank? Yep. What? They received their promised tip, and the 2 unknown gang members loaded their car with their luggage and drove away. The whole incident had been forgotten. Until 3 days later, when the 2 firefighters spent an hour of off-duty time perusing a popular publication called True Detective Magazine. In the lineup section, one of the firemen recognized the 2 that they had rescued from the hotel fire, and, after further perusing, that they were a part of John Dillinger's gang. Oh, shit. They called the Tucson Police Department and told them that they had unknowingly rescued 2 members of John Dillinger's gang from the Hotel Congress fire only a few days before. They gave them a detailed description of the car and the gang members. The Tucson Police Department found the car and discreetly trailed it to the house on 2nd Street. They entered to see who was inside, and lo and behold, John Dillinger himself and his girlfriend Billy were sitting on the couch. When he saw the officers, the only thing that Dillinger could manage to say was,
"Well, I'll be damned."
The police officers arrested him and Billy and took them to the station, and then proceeded to pick up the rest of the gang and take them to the station as well. This whole incident destroyed the view that Arizona, and specifically Tucson, as a bunch of oblivious honkies, we did what several other states and their law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, couldn't do. Capture John Dillinger and his gang without a single shot fired. So suck it. Also, the aforementioned luggage that was rescued, well, the reason why it was so heavy was because, as it turns out, there was literally an arsenal of guns in the bags, as well as $50,000 in cash. That was the 1920s and 30s at the Hotel Congress. Let's go check out more models here.